Welcome back to Wednesday Windows from St. George's Anglican Church in Guelph. I'm Rafe Blackman. I serve as the rector here. And on Wednesdays throughout the summer, we've been visiting some of our windows. Today, we're going to visit 3 windows, which all have to do with the infancy narrative, the birth of Jesus. And they're a wonderful set of windows that go together. You'll see lots of blue in the background, of course, that's a symbol of Mary. You'll see some red as well in various of the rugs, the carpets, or other clothing, and that's also another symbol color for Mary. And of course, that makes sense because we're celebrating her giving of herself into God's will. And it starts with the Annunciation window where Jesus' birth is announced to Mary. You're going to find that these windows represent the era from which this building was built. They're very Victorian and Edwardian in their style. They're very Western and they're very, very white. If I was to do it today, I would want to be more culturally sensitive. I'd want to be more celebratory of our diversity. I'd want to remember that Jesus, of course, was not white. He was Jewish and Palestinian, and I'd want to celebrate that diversity. But what we have here is the heritage of this building and the art that comes with it. So these 3 windows are really beautiful in their own way. The first one here, as I said, depicts the Annunciation of the birth of Jesus, the Annunciation by the angel Gabriel to Mary. And here we are with the second window of the Infancy series. And this is, of course, in the manger, or supposed to be. Jesus is in the center, laid in manger. The hay is there. He looks somewhat old. He doesn't look quite a newborn infant in this one. And you've got Mary standing to one side and Jesus to the other side. Of course, the connection to heaven with the angel above. So this, for us, is the part of the infancy narrative of the birth in Bethlehem and the laying of Jesus in the manger. And this is the third of the windows in our infancy series, and this is the adoration of the Magi, or the wise persons, the wise men. And they've come and they've brought their gifts and they're kneeling and giving obeisance to Jesus. Now, you do see the gifts here. You have the gold here in the box and being held in the hand. You have the myrrh, which is up in the jar, being held here. The Magi are with various symbols of crown and authority. And then over the far side, you have the frankincense. And I love this window because you have them carrying the frankincense, but you also have a thurifer. And in our tradition, the thurifer is the one who swings the thurible with the incense, and when we use that here. And they're dressed exactly right for a medieval, even into our stage of thurifers, because they'd often wear a tunicle, which is that garment on top, and it looks just like what we would have here on a Sunday morning if we used incense with the thurifer swinging it. So this is the adoration of the Magi. I'm not sure what happened to the poor shepherds. They were left out in these series of windows in terms of their coming to honor Jesus. And so these ones follow a little bit more the Matthew story, which has the wise persons, the Magi, coming